So one other thing that you've been through, when did you get divorced? And I'm divorced, so I know how hard it can be.
I got divorced in 2012.
2012.
2012.
Okay. So, and when you got divorced, how many children?
I had 2 children.
Okay. And did you ever look back and say, well, I really should have, did you try everything you...
Oh my God.
Okay. Yeah.
I ran the gamut on that one. He was the love of my life. Somewhere mid-course of our relationship, things took a 90-degree turn in an opposite direction.
For him.
For him. Yeah. And he was no longer there.
Yeah.
And I just realized my mom and dad had shared something with me because they had had a very happy marriage. And they said, living alone is very different than living lonely with someone. And I realized I was living that life. Yeah. And that there was so much more to life. And I just gravitated, as always, to my faith. I am Catholic. I'm proud of it.
Excellent. So what?
You know, may not agree with every single attribute or area of it, but it works for me.
Yep.
My whole point about your faith, I've always trusted it. I've always trusted it. And the moment that I began to give it over to the person in charge,
God, let's just say it, okay?
My life became better.
If you don't mind, talk about, what do you mean give it over? So
you have to trust. You have to trust. You have to trust in things you don't understand. You have to trust and have faith in things you don't see. You have to know that He's got your back. And if you can do these things, I had an aunt that kept telling me, you're praying, you're faithful, you are devoted, but you're not trusting and you're not really giving it to Him to lead the way. Because He knows your journey and your path and you don't. So you're blind, but you have to, in your heart and your head, this is all mental as well. And you can't question, you have to trust. So it's like putting a blindfold on in life and someone just leading you around. And you have to know there's a better tomorrow. And when I really was able to do that, my life changed the next day. There was...
Do you remember the first time that you were able to...
Oh, I do. I do.
All right, there we go.
And I was still in my home. And I remember being in my kitchen and I fell to my knees. I'm like, oh my God, my aunt. And I have a cousin, Father Roy, who is a Basilian priest, over 50 years. And he's part of the Mandolas and the Ojera Italian family. And anyway, he would tell me the same thing. I trust in you, Jesus. Do it, girl, do it. And I mean, I fell to my knees that morning.
Literally.
Literally. And I remember calling him and my aunt, and I'm like, oh my God. Light bulb moment. I finally have it. And that inner peace comes over you and the confidence. It's a miraculous, miracle, beautiful intercession. It is. And I'm still there today.
Yeah, you definitely are still here today. And, there's no doubt about it. You're still there today.
I don't know. I feel like I'm really living the life I should be living. And, you know, honestly, nothing's easy for anyone. No one escapes life's hardships or trying moments. You don't. Yeah. You know, seriously, if life wasn't hard, what is every millionaire, billionaire, who is it, Buffett, what's his name?
Yeah, Warren Buffett.
Yes. I mean, do you think every day was easy?
No.
Oh my God, I remember reading that Katy Perry had maxed out all of her credit cards and was living in her car, and the next day she got a record contract.
Really?
Yes, and I've read that about so many people.
Yeah. When you read the stories
Truthfully.
about, yes. And that's one of the reasons why I do this, because people think somebody's famous or somebody has a bunch of money and they think they got there easy.
No.
Yeah, first of all, it's usually a bunch of hard work that a lot of us are not willing to do.
But we learn things. If life were easy and everything were handed to you on a silver platter, that's the one thing about being an entrepreneur. Oh my God, for years, girlfriends, if you're out there, this is for you. Go get a job. What are you doing? What am I doing? I'm living out my thrilling passion of what is dear to me.
Awesome.
And it's working. So I wouldn't be as happy working for you, Rob.
That's right.
And getting a paycheck.
That's right.
From you.
That's right.
I love that I keep reinventing.
What would you tell a business owner? Never mind the average person, just a business owner that has been through all sorts of crap, and they give up, and then they go back to work for someone else for the peace of mind of a paycheck every Friday or every other Friday.
Whew.
Yeah.
I hadn't done that one.
I know, yeah.
You know what? You have to follow your dream, and living your best life it starts with you. The magic begins here. And if you believe in it, it's worth it. And reinventing, nothing is ever the same every day. And you have to do your due diligence, and you have to have your faith, and you have to stick to it. And so what? 1 in every 10 accept your offer. 1 accepted, didn't they? And they believed in you like you believe in yourself.
Oh, that's good.
So have your faith, pick yourself up by your boots, keep walking, and get to the other side.
That's very good.
You just got to.
That's awesome. All right, so what is I tell people all the time, and I do believe everybody has a God-given talent. I believe I know what mine is. What do you think your God-given talent is? Something that comes to you, and let me say this real quick. I know I just asked you the question and I interrupted myself.
I love that about you. I answer my own questions.
Because when I say, what's a talent? To me, a talent is something that it comes to me naturally. I don't have to try hard to do it. Okay, so what is your God?
Okay, so it is cooking. Cooking is just living life and loving people and who I serve it to. But there's something about how they say there's love, you can feel it in a dish. And I really, a God-given talent is I make people feel wanted and accepted. And I don't know, there's a comfort in what I plate up and push over for you to take a bite out of.
Yeah.
It really is love at first bite. And it just means the world to me. And
that's awesome.
I'll be doing this till I'm 90.
Or maybe 100. Why 90? Can't you go to 100?
I want to go to 100.
Yeah.
Dad went to 93. I can go to 100.
You definitely can.
Cheers. Here's to Rob. Thanks for believing in us.
No, here's for you coming here. I appreciate you sharing your story.
I'm coming back.
There we go. Thank you very much.